chapter 2, the first one, maybe 2, and then in this material, let me get mine. He totally got me where I couldn't get over there. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. I just need to get over to my material. Okay. Where it says secret number 1, it talks about imprinting in the brain, the 3 P's, and that comes from parents, peers, and progress, and the self-talk. Oh, that's yes. This, and you watch you take care of her, Randy. Okay, now stand and talk and tell us about yourself.
You supposed to stand in the chair, right? You know, you don't really have to stand in your chair, baby.
Remember about trusting him? Stop that.
Go right ahead and tell him into the camera.
Look at it.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Marilyn Hodge, and I married this guy.
Better for worse.
Better for worse.
Lucky thing I'm committed. No. We've been married for 8.5 years. We have a 4.5-year-old girl and a 4-month-old baby boy. Both are precious. Randy's a good dad, a good husband. He helps me out a lot.
Four rabbits.
Yeah, the important stuff.
I don't know whether I need to repeat what I was saying a while ago, but I'm Patricia and I work at the courthouse probate office. I have 2 children. I have a 20-year-old daughter who recently married, well, been married a year, and a 16-year-old son that like I am because of him. It's very understandable. I am here in this class. Basically, I have been divorced for 1.5 years, and I'm finding out that being divorced still doesn't lessen your need for people or find yourselves in different relationships. So that's basically the reason I'm in here.
Okay.
Bonnie?
Kate Johnson wasn't here. Oh, that's right. Go ahead and stand and tell us about yourself.
You got to stand in your chair.
You don't have to stand in your chair. You know it.
That's right.
We just did that make a point about stepping out of your comfort zone. But you go ahead and stand where you are. We're kidding Randy and Michelle. Get on your chair, Kate.
I'm Kate Johnson. I teach first grade, and I have 2 teenage children. One just graduated from college. Well, I guess really they're older than teenage.
We're saying teenage a long time better, didn't you?
21 and 23. I feel like the mother, the mother still feels like a teenager. But anyway, I still have a son at home that's also going to college. He's at UAH. And my mother lives with us too, so we have 3 generations together, and it just creates wonderful relationships. I could just write my own book.
I just may have to have you do that. Now, in order to get this, when we had it at a different level, it was clear. What I want to do, I was trying to erase all of it and I didn't quite make it. Just for the 3 newcomers, I want you to know, we learned this last week, that there are actually, how many squares do you see? Assuming these were all perfectly square, how many squares do you see? 9?
12.
Well, okay, all right, there you go, and then there's, okay, let's see how many that you can see. All right, how about somebody else? How many squares would you see there? Okay. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You see these? Where's the 17th? Okay, Bob. Bob sees that. Give him a big hand about that. Yay! Now, the whole idea is that the first time you look at something or a situation like relationships, you see it a certain way. But as you continue to look at it, you can see other possibilities. And this is what we're showing. So where are some other squares?
The four corners.
Yeah.
Four corner, where did you say, hon?
4.
Like this?
So that makes 4.
Yes,
Middle
all
ones.
right. Now then, where else?
There's another 4 in the center.
Like this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Uh-huh.
Dead center.
Brother Hal, do you see any more? Or Tony said the dead center.
Yeah.
How about you? Patricia, do you
That's
see
why I
any
say it's
more?
the same as the one in the middle.
Okay. And assuming they're perfectly square, do you see any more?
The little bitty ones.
Well, that's these like, no, that's the 16. That's the 16. Randy, we already counted those 16. How about 3 by 3? If they're perfectly square, 3 by 3. You see that possibility? All right. So as the point of this is that when we first look at a situation, we see it a certain way. And then as you continue to look at it, Tricia, we wanted you to see that there are other possibilities. All right, going from that to, it says, from the parents' fears and progress, the parents they tell us a lot of things like, don't go where you're not wanted, don't go there and wear out your welcome. And it's a lot of no's and don'ts that they say to us in life. And then our peers will also tell us negative things, negative implanting into our mind, our self-talk. And then, you can get back at people sometime in a nice way. And I gave you a handout today about, at the bottom, it talks about some of those things that you can do.
No, I forgot
Where it talks about adversity, you're right. Right at the bottom, it talks about the asp of adultery. I think that's how the title of it is. And right at the bottom, it talks about.
Mine says go to the bank.
I like that. Okay. Do you see that? Let me see if I have mine. You see that right at the bottom, it starts saying how to respond to a person in conflict. If they're saying you're a dummy, say, yes, I'm the dummy you're yelling at. And okay, why don't we start with Steve? Steve, start there where it says, yes, I'm the dummy you're yelling at, and just go around the room. These are some responses you can say to people when they are angry at you and saying things to you. Yes?
Yes, I'm the dummy you're yelling at.
Okay, Brother Hal.
Would you like to nail me to the wall now or later?
Go ahead.
If I died, would that make you happy?
Just keep going. Fast.
I will never relinquish my right to blow it.
Okay.
Read this line right here.
Okay. Mark. Okay. I thought, all right. Doesn't matter.
Didn't do it.
After he's wondering what's going on, dude. I didn't do it. I'll never do it again.
I promise.
I promise. I didn't do it. I'll never do it again. Go ahead. Next, Cindy. Or did you already read?
Yeah, I promise.
Oh, okay. Barb.
Thanks, I knew that.
Is there anything else you don't like? I'm on a roll here.
You don't like what I've done so far, and you're hoping the rest of my day will be at least as good.
Go ahead, Randy.
I like this one. How did I destroy your morning?
Sometimes if you can add a little humor to the things you do. Now I know I got back at my brothers, because they always said, red-headed pet boy sitting on the fence trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And my brother, you know, all kinds of, I'd rather be dead than red on the head. So my brother gained a lot of weight, and he and his wife his wife was going to have a baby, and they were walking through the lobby of the hospital, getting ready to go up for delivery. And a little girl was in the hospital room, and she said, Mommy, they're going to have twins. And she said, oh, shh, what do you mean we're going to have twins? Daddy's going to have a baby, and the mommy's going to have a baby.
That look, he was looking over here at me.
She delivered before you.
Now what happened
That
to
did
you?
cross my mind.
Our granddaughter was about 2.5, and I was holding her, and she was almost asleep. So finally, she decided she wanted to go down and get a drink. But she slid down off of my stomach, and she got right at my stomach, and she stopped. Baby.
There's another thing that happens to us, and that's progress. Progress is, well, so many things like keeping up with learning computers if your company has decided you need to learn computers. And some people respond to these changes. They are change-friendly people. But there are other people who just almost come apart when there's a lot of changes. So what we're going to do now is find out a little bit about how you would respond to some of the things that could happen to you. And I know I have my other sheets right here in front of me. We'll just use this one. Okay, now I gave you a little sheet of paper, or rather Barb did, and if you would now, I just draw you an X on that sheet of paper. Just draw an X on it. Don't worry about the Pac-Man over there. Got it all the way up. And at the top, I'll show you. First of all, there are people who say you're formal or an informal type of personality. We had time, we would go through, it takes about 4 hours to go through this, and we're going to try to do it in 10 or 15 minutes. But, so you can learn a little bit about your own personality. Just for yourself, this is not really for other people, would you say that people say, of these two choices, do you have a formal personality or an informal personality? Just right?
Give some examples of what you mean by
Okay. Informal personality is one that is always kind of having fun, telling jokes, just a outgoing people person. A formal personality is more reticent, more reserved, predictable. That's a good one. I like that. Predictable. So it would be, of those two, do people say you're more formal or more informal? Of those two choices.
What we say about ourselves?
Yeah,
what
either.
other people would think of us.
Yes, either what other people think or you think. Just choose one of those two. Are you more formal or informal? Because we're gonna go from here to something else.
I'm going to get
You're doing great. That's as far. That's good
See,
enough.
it's so big you can't see it right. You're losing half your...
No, this is all I want of it. That's great. Okay. Would you say that people say you have more? You've chosen one of those two and wrote it down on that little chart. Circle the one you are. Just or put a mark or underline it, whatever. And would people say you have more of a flow with personality or an analytical, A-N-A-L-Y-T-I-C-A-I, something like that? That's sort of close. That's an L, in case anybody's wondering. Do people say that you just kind of, easygoing, flow with, you just go with the flow, or do you like to analyze? Now let's see what we should do about this. And you want to get all the facts and figures. You want to hear everything. Which of those two would you say people say you are? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is show that the formal flow with that person. Let's start with the formal analytical. That is what I call the dominant Don or Donna personality. The dominant Don or Donna personality, or if you will look on yours, you will see that it's the O, which is the owner, the dominant personality. If you are more of the flow with informal, then you are the Y, or we call it influencer Eigenheimer. So you can check the one. Look on your board and see if you, on your sheet of paper, the sheet that's like this, and see if you can figure out which one you are. Now we're going to go on through it. The steady Stan and Stacy is the flow with